30th of March 1962, Louis Burrell and his wife Betty gave birth to a boy. They gave him the English surname Stanley, meaning he who was born in a rocky meadow. And it wasn't too far off because Stanley Kirk Burrell was born in the concrete jungle of East Oakland, California. He grew up in a cramped apartment with 8 other siblings. His daddy ran a casino and loved taking his sons to the horse races. Little Stanley didn't share the interests of his brothers though. He had an ear for music and a passion for dancing. He also loved baseball. In '73, the owner of the Oakland A's seen him dancing at the Coliseum and made him a bat boy. Pretty soon, players noticed a resemblance between Stanley and the baseball legend Hammer and Hank Aaron. Naturally, they called him Lil Hammer. Lil Hammer hit the road with the team where he performed music and dance routines across the country, but he had a hard time taking off in either music or sports. As a young man, he tried out for the Giants, but he didn't make the cut. With not much money, he joined the Navy and served for 3 years as a petty officer until his honorable discharge. As a civilian, he picked up music again in the Christian rap duo The Holy Ghost Boys, but still wasn't growing like he knew he could. After a deal with a small-time record label went bad, Stanley considered getting quick money in the streets selling drugs, but he came up with another plan. If he couldn't get signed with a label, he would make his own. Oakland A's players Mike Davis and Dwayne Murphy loaned him $20K apiece. He purchased studio time and collaborated with singers and producers. He developed his dancing. He practiced his flows. He took any shows he could get, and he sold demos out the trunk of his car until 1986 when he dropped his first studio album as MC Hammer, Feel My Power. 60,000 copies later, Hammer had a $10 million contract with Capitol Records. In 1988, he came out with Let's Get It Started, went double platinum, 2 million copies sold. Then in 1990, he dropped Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em, the greatest selling rap album in world history at the time, and the first ever diamond certified hip hop album. And the single, you know what the single was.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
#1 on charts across the globe. He went on his first tour with 144 stops, grossing more than 30 million. Hammer traveled with 32 members in a live band, and when I say this brother was dancing, this brother was dancing. Hammer dancers had to go through a performance boot camp. They ran 4 miles, then did weighted resistance training and 6 hours of dance recital daily. Hammer was not playing, but he always took care of his people. At the height of his career, Hammer had more than 200 brothers and sisters from the town on payroll to help him stay out the streets. Eventually in '96, his brand collapsed under the weight of his entourage and he went bankrupt, but Hammer said he had no regrets.
We were dying. This is the real thing. It's not fake. Go and look at the murder rate in my city at the time. Some of the people that were dying were my classmates, my neighbors. The amount of money that I was generating was worth the lives to me. Yeah, if I had to do all over again, I would absolutely, put some of that money in the bank and all that. But the real truth is, not in exchange for the lives that lived, I wouldn't do it.
Today, our esteemed brother turned 63 years old. Respect and admiration to brother Stanley Kirk Burrell, and may his contributions to the culture be repaid in full. We see you, brother. 1.